Hey guys and girls, where is my expressway Ram truck taking me today on this rainy day? I've been kind of waiting on the rain, kind of in between rains, getting out here and doing a little bit of work. But where's it taking me today? It's taking me to Knoxville, Tennessee. That's exactly right. Now, it's not carrying me all the way to Knoxville, Tennessee. It's going to carry me to the Tulsa airport. And then I'll let American Airlines complete the trip for me. But we're going to the Bassmaster Classic. That's right, the Bassmaster Classic. It is so exciting for a fisherman to be saying those words right there. We're going to the Bassmaster Classic. I fished 15 or 20 classics. I never did win a classic. I came close many times, but it is very, very exciting for a fisherman to fish the Bassmaster Classic. You know, in the early days, I think the winner of this tournament gets something like $300,000. I'm not positive. Last place probably gets $10,000 or $15,000. When we started fishing Bassmaster Classics back in the Arc Ages, we started fishing, only the winner won money, and they won $50,000. Now, that's a lot of money. There's no doubt about that. Nothing near like winning the $300,000, but it could change a fisherman's life because they got new sponsors out of the deal. They were looked at in a different sort of an elite status as a fisherman if you won the Bassmaster Classic. And winning anything is something they can never take away from you. You know, you can say forever, I won the Bassmaster Classic, or I won a Bass Angler of the Year title, or I won a BASS tournament, or on and on and on in whatever you're doing, you know. In racing, they talk about the Daytona 500, you know, and my buddies in NASCAR, they run races every weekend, but they talk about winning Daytona, you know, and stuff like that. Well, this is even bigger than Daytona because this is where only a few qualify to play. And back in the early days, only 24 fishermen qualified to fish the Bassmaster Classic out of 300 competitors at each tournament. Now they only have 100. I don't know how many qualify, but probably roughly about 40 or 50 of them, about half. And so it's a lot easier to qualify for a Bassmaster Classic than it used to be. However, there's still a lot of fishermen who do not qualify that fish the entire tournament tour. But so it's a big deal for the fishermen. It's a big deal for any fisherman that loves this sport and loves to fish to go to the Bassmaster Classic. If you're anywhere around Knoxville, Tennessee, be sure you go there. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there both Saturday and Sunday. I have right here in my hand the schedule where I will be. I'm going to read that to you and tell you where I'll be because the way I work the Classic, I am in a booth for 50 or 55 minutes. And then move to the next booth. Some booths that's a little further away, I may only be there 50 minutes. If a booth's close by, I'll stay in that booth for 55 minutes, use 5 minutes to move from one booth to the other. And we'll be there visiting about fishing, signing autographs, taking pictures, just in general having fun, in general having a great time. I look so forward to going to the Bassmaster Classic and seeing literally thousands of bass fishermen. It's just so much fun. I enjoy it a lot. Basically, everybody that's anybody in bass fishing will be there. So there are people that drive hundreds of miles, 1,000, 1,500 miles to go to the Bassmaster Classic and attend it. It's this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there Saturday, and let me just give you my schedule for Saturday real quick. If you want to jot this down, you can. If not, it's on our Facebook, Jimmy Houston Outdoors Facebook page. Have these listed. I'll be starting out the day at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when they open. So if you want to see me when the show opens up, come by the Bass Pro Shop booth. By the way, my buddy Roland Martin will be there. I'm pretty sure Kevin Van Dam will be there, Bill Dance. So many of the great influencers and people at Bass Pro and Tracker and Nitro and Ranger Boats sponsor. And we'll be at that Classic. But I'll be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be at the Bass Pro booth. That is booth number 2625. It's Bass Pro. It's going to be a big booth. Basically, that'll be a boat booth, I believe. It's been in the past. At 11 o'clock, I'll be moving over to Garmin, which I believe is fairly close by. I'll be in Garmin for 55 minutes. I'll move over then to the O'Reilly. That's right, the O'Reilly Auto Parts booth. I'll be in the O'Reilly booth, and I'll be there at noon, again, for about 55 minutes. Then I move to Lucky Strike, and I've not got 100% confirmation that Lucky Strike's going to be there. But I do have that time booked at 1 o'clock if Lucky Strike for some reason does not end up going to the Classic. I believe they'll be there, but if Lucky Strike is not going to be at the Classic, I'll spend some time in some other booth, maybe stay in the O'Reilly booth a little bit longer, and then maybe go down to the Bass Pro booth a little bit earlier. I'll be back in the Bass Pro. And keep in mind that Bass Pro is Tracker Boats, Ranger Boats, and Bass Pro Shops. So really, that's more than one sponsor for us out here at Jimmy Houston Outdoors. I'll be moving down to Power Pole at 3 o'clock on Saturday, and then I'll finish up at the Mercury booth at 4 o'clock on Saturday from 4 until 5 o'clock, really. 4 until 5 o'clock will be my last one on Sunday. I start out at the Power Pole booth, be there at 10 o'clock, then I move to Bass Pro. I will move them from there at noon and be at O'Reilly Auto Parts booth at noon. Lucky Strike again at 1 o'clock. We've got those both set at 1 o'clock both days. And like I said, if they're not there, I'll probably stay in O'Reilly a little bit longer and then maybe move down to Garmin a little early. I'll be at Garmin at 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, I'll be in the Mercury, and then I'll be heading to the airport. So I'm going to just hold these right up here, and y'all can just take a screenshot on whatever you're watching this particular video on, and stick that in your pocket, and you'll have the exact same schedule that I've got. So you can look at that and see whatever you want there, but that's where I'll be right there. So I'm getting ready to get in my Ram truck and head to the airport. I will see you in Knoxville, and remember, guys and girls, I sure do love you.